Raseagan versus Chidori. Which one is stronger and why? The first thing we have to do is break down these two so we can get a better understanding of them. The first one I want to break down is Chidori. Chidori is a lot different from the Raseagan because the Chidori is a piercing attack. And as stated by Kakashi to Sasuke, and then Sasuke as an adult to Sarada, you have to have a lot of precision when using the Chidori because when you face high level opponents, it can get countered fairly easily. On top of that, you need to possess a two-tome Sharingan because this gives you the visual acuity that you need to be able to land this attack. Now I'm gonna go back on a point that I said earlier that it's a piercing attack. So the Chidori is more like it's gonna only target one thing. It doesn't have a big area of damage. For an example, if somebody gets pierced through the chest with a Chidori, it's only really gonna pierce the heart, not all the other organs around it. That's why it differs so much from the Raseagan. In the right hands, the Chidori can definitely be pretty versatile, as we've seen Sasuke do things like Chidori Stream. There's other lightning styles like Rockery. So overall, the Chidori is very strong, and Sasuke was able to manipulate his black flames into the Chidori, which automatically amps it. Characters like Sasuke, Sarada, and Kakashi are more well known for using the Chidori and using it effectively. Now we're gonna go over the Raseagan since we went over the Chidori. The Raseagan does a lot more internal damage than on the outside. For an example, when Sasuke and Naruto were younger, they were trying to clash with their Raseagan and the Chidori, but they were interrupted. Both of them hit a water bank. At the very front, you can see how much damage the Chidori did to the water bank because of how the Chidori is a piercing attack. And at the front of Naruto's, it really didn't look like it did a lot of damage at all, but when you looked at the back of it, everybody was surprised because it blew the entire back of the water bank out. Sasuke was surprised, Kakashi was surprised, and other people there were surprised. So when it comes to overall destructive power, the Raseagan definitely has the edge, and it does a lot more internal damage. So it has a bigger area of effect, which means a Chidori, unlike a Chidori, the Raseagan doesn't have to land in a certain spot. It could maybe land in the stomach, but damage all other organs in the area. The Raseagan, just like the Chidori, you could add different variations to it. As we know, there are characters that added different elements to it. Naruto was able to successfully add wind to it to create the Rasen Shuriken, which is extremely strong and versatile. As we seen in the war, when Naruto was able to get the other tail beasts, he was able to use their chakra to make different variations of the Raseagan, which changed its color. As we seen, he used the magnet style Raseagan on Madara. Characters like Jiraiya, Konohamaru, and Boruto are extremely good Raseagan users as well. As we know, Jiraiya does different variations of Raseagan, but he mostly uses the giant or the big Raseagan. And then Konohamaru and Boruto, they mainly add wind to theirs, but Boruto was able to successfully add lightning to his, which helped it become a vanishing Raseagan. The most powerful Raseagan out there, I think, currently is probably Boruto Uzuhiko Raseagan. This Raseagan pretty much uses the planet kinetic energy and its rotational forces to cause extreme, and I mean extreme, internal damage. So he's pretty much absorbing the planet chakra to use this Raseagan. Concluding things, the success of these attacks really depends on the situation and the user, but overall I think the Raseagan does more power and it's a lot more versatile. I think the Raseagan is better.